worst winter storm in recent history batters the Atlantic seaboard, leaving wreckage and death in its wake along a 7-state path. Beginning as a heavy snowfall, the killer tempest buries parts of Virginia in 3 feet of snow before carrying its wet cargo out to sea. Then, with unexpected fury, a murderous backlash of staggering winds whips the coastal area from the Carolinas to New England to bring 2 days of tragedy and horror to thousands. Sweeping in on winds of near hurricane force, snow, sleet, and rain rake metropolitan New York, disrupting ferry, rail, and highway service, closing schools and flooding streets and buildings. Damage soars above the $20 million mark, but the city escapes relatively unscathed compared to neighboring areas. In the Southampton area of Long Island, scores of homes disappear into the floodwaters, and many others, unable to resist the violent winds and angry tides, are crumpled like matchsticks or washed out to sea. No respecter of class, the violent storm uproots stately mansions along Millionaire's Row, as well as smaller cottages on the beachfronts. New Jersey takes the brunt of the savage storm, with hundreds of homes destroyed, whole communities devastated, and at least 18 persons dead or missing. In some areas, the ocean, churned to a boil by 60-mile-an-hour winds, changes the geography of the land by carving new channels across the sand dunes. Atlantic City is a vast panorama of wreckage with more than $5 million in damage. The famous steel pier is ripped apart, leaving its ballroom isolated almost half a mile at sea. The big blow rips away more than a mile of the famous boardwalk. The East Coast from North Carolina to New York is declared a disaster area. Losing some of its fury as it moves into New England, the storm gives a parting kick to a Massachusetts seawall after taking more than 30 lives and causing nearly $200 million in damage along the East Coast.